My name is Jeffrey Joe, and I am a student here in Boston Latin School, and I actually grew up in America. So my experiences living here must be very different from yours, I'm sure, most of you who have grown up and lived in China for most of your lives. And so I find that it's a very good opportunity for me to come here today and communicate with you guys and make friends, because it's very important for our cultures to understand each other. And my mom and dad both came from China, so I kind of get hints of what it was like back then for them. And I think that the differences between the Chinese and American way of teaching is really interesting, because there are good parts and bad parts in each. So with you guys, I'd like to just share my experience here, my personal experience living in America and going to Boston Latin School. So like China, America really values education, and so in our high schools we make sure to hire the best teachers and teach the best subjects. So we learn a lot of the sciences and humanities that you guys are also required to learn, such as, well, last year, for instance, I learned ELA, English Language Arts. I also learned some sciences like biology and chemistry. Personally, those are my favorite. And then we have the other classes that are required for our school only, which is kind of unique because we're called the Boston Latin School. We have a lot of history. So actually, our high school was the first public high school founded in America. So it's older than Harvard by, I think, 10 years, and it's older than every other high school out there. So we have a lot of tradition that goes on in our school. And part of that tradition is teaching Latin. So Latin is a very old language that pretty much died out about 2,000 years ago, but we still teach it at our school because we find it valuable. And so I don't really like that class, but we still have to kind of learn it, so I just got it over with. And a lot of the learning also takes place outside the classroom. So in addition to our academic studies, we have a lot of clubs outside of the school, actually 120 clubs that the students form themselves. And these clubs really can show our individuality as students and as individuals, because there are so many different topics ranging from video making to newspaper writing. So if you're really interested in one of these categories, it's really easy for you to find your own interest. And if there's not a club that exists out there, you can make one. So that's just kind of the educational experience you get in America. And sometime in the near future, I hope to visit China and get a sense of what it's like there as well. Thank you.